Hi, this is Katie. In today's video, I'm going to do another like chill, hang out in my car with me kind of video. A lot of you guys know, if you've seen any of my videos over the last 3 weeks or so, a lot of you guys might know that I have been sick. If you want to know more details about that, I'll have a video linked right up here so you can go watch that. But yeah, I've been sick. I am seeing doctors and figuring out what's going on. But in a couple of those recent videos that I've done, I mentioned to you guys that a lot of my videos for the time being are gonna be more sit down, a little bit calmer kind of videos because I'm very sick. I feel very, very weak and exhausted. So again, I'm under doctor's care and stuff, but it's just kind of a waiting game at this point. But I don't want to skip that many videos. Like, not only do I like hanging out with you and I love making videos, but this is also how I make money. So I don't really want to skip too many videos. So just for the time being, a lot of the videos are going to be a little more, you know, chill, hang out with me, relaxed. I'm not gonna be moving much because I'm exhausted. So anyway, I think today's video, what I wanted to do is declutter everything in my car. Not everything, that's an exaggeration, but sometimes I exaggerate to, you know, make you laugh or something. Hold on, water break. So obviously my car, well, I don't actually know if you can tell. My car right now is a mess, like a mess, but I haven't been living in it the last few weeks because I've been sick, so I've been staying with people that I know. But even just being in here and the fact that it's so messy is starting to make me angry. And this might be the same for you, like if you have a closet or a pantry or like an extra room or a basement or something that sometimes you're like, you know what, I have not gone in that room in 6 months, so why do I have so much stuff in it? You know, that kind of feeling that you get, and sometimes you actually want to like go through it and declutter. There are just some things in here that I realized that I'm not using as much, because really in my car, most of you guys know I've lived in my car on and off for 9 years, right? Hello? Yes. Hi, Katie. Lived in this car for a very long time, on and off. But I don't like to have a lot of stuff that I don't use or that I don't love. And so generally I'm pretty good at kind of keeping that up to date, where I do declutter and get rid of stuff if I'm not using it or if I don't love it anymore. And so this is just one of those times. I haven't done that in the last, I don't know, couple months. And so this is the time that I'm like, it is decluttering time. It is decluttering season. It is not decluttering season. That's generally spring for some reason. Why do we do spring cleaning? Does anyone know? Let me know in the comments. But I just kind of have been realizing that there's a couple things I could probably get rid of. And so this might be a series. I might do a couple of these videos, but for today, I'm going to go through makeup, skincare, hair care, beauty stuff, shower stuff. And so I have my everyday makeup case, which I did go through in a video from what, a month or two ago. So I'll have that linked. Probably everything in here. Actually, I already see one thing that I'm probably getting rid of. Almost everything in here will probably stay. And then this is like my backup makeup case. There's probably a lot of stuff in here that's just expired at this point. And then I also have this bin next to me that I'm not gonna lift. I'm very, very weak right now. I'm not gonna lift it. But I have a bin. Here's the top of it. I have this bin that has my extra like shower care and hair care and stuff. And honestly, I think a lot of the hair care is gonna end up going because I use like the same 3 things. So anyway, that's what this video is gonna be. Just like a chill, very like relaxed, probably chatty decluttering video. And then depending on how you guys like this, I might do maybe 1 and or 2 more videos doing like the rest of my car, like going through all my clothes and stuff, and then going through, I don't know, yarn or something. But anyway, so this is going to be just like a little declutter video. If you guys are interested in this video or any other lifestyle and travel videos that I do, I really hope that you're subscribed. And yeah, let's just get into the video. Okay, so quickly, let's go through my makeup case. This is like my everyday makeup case that I generally keep in my day bag. This is gonna be mostly good because this is gonna be like mostly the stuff that I use all the time, and so it's gonna be newer and whatever. However, this foundation is probably gonna go. I love this foundation, but I just think that some of the stuff in here is at the expiration point. And I know that a lot of people don't believe in expiration dates. Expiration dates might be really arbitrary. I understand that. However, with makeup, especially certain like liquid makeups and stuff, whatever, especially with like liquid makeup and stuff, I like to go pretty close to the expiration date because I don't want to add extra bacteria onto my face. So I generally go pretty close, especially with liquids. Powders, I might go a little bit longer, and obviously it still kind of depends on the consistency, and go at your own risk. You know, some people might want to throw something out right when it expires. Some people might want to do it 3 years later. Do whatever you want. For me, with certain makeup, I kind of go like around the expiration date. This is like almost 2 years old, this foundation. This is the Anastasia Luminous, I think, foundation or something. Yeah, I really like this, but I think it's getting to the point where it's like old. And I guess with foundations, one of the ways you can tell is like if it looks separated. I can't see in there. I also haven't worn this in like 6 months, which is another reason to get rid of stuff. You know, like if it's expired, obviously, but if you haven't worn it or used it in a long time, I have maybe used this like twice this whole year. So like, why do I still have it? I like it, it's beautiful, but I just haven't really been wearing foundation as much. And it's almost expired, so I'll probably get rid of that. Everything else in here is probably good. Beauty Blender Bounce Concealer, I just opened this one. I have this Say Slip Tint. That's kind of like the foundation that I will wear if I wear one. So I think that's good on that side. And then let's see what's on this side. So these, I just looked because a lot of the stuff I bought, not everything and not even the majority, but some of it I bought from Sephora.com. And Sephora.com, you can look at your past orders. These lipsticks I bought like 2 years ago. And they're like liquid. And so it's like the bacteria in there, do I really want it going back on my mouth? Especially again, when I'm not using it. And it's like, if I was using it all the time, I probably still wouldn't have it when it's expired. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't think I'm using this. This is the Patrick Ta, She's Unapologetic. It's like a liquid lipstick, but it doesn't dry down. And yeah, this is actually getting gloopy. So yeah, that's past its prime. This is also definitely past its prime, like definitely the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. And I don't even know, these used to say gluten-free, and I don't know if they do anymore. This is getting gloopy too. All right, so those are just old. It's fine. I think everything else in here, which again, if you want to know what else I keep in here, I do have a video, but everything else in here is newer-ish. I know that this Bondi Bay Nude Stick is like getting close-ish to being expired. It's not yet, but it's getting close, but I also only have this much left. So like that I'll keep and I'll just use up. I think this Lawless lipstick in Wedding Day, which is the most beautiful nude in the world, I think this is, I gotta check. I think at least expiration date wise, it's almost expired. Actually, it's starting to get lumpy. It's starting to get lumpy on the end. Guys, check your makeup every once in a while. I love this. I might repurchase it, but, or maybe I'll just like chop the top off. Maybe I'll do that because I really do like this. And it's only like the top that seems to be getting lumpy. Anyway, so I think everything else in here is fine, which is what I kind of assumed because that's really the stuff I use all the time. So now let's go into this, ow! Just smash myself with it. Let's go into this bigger makeup case that probably has a lot more stuff expired. I need another water break, hold on. This is like using all of my energy right now, but I want to record. That was not a complaint. I want to record. I love making videos. I'm just letting you know that this is like all the energy that I have. P.S. Both of these makeup cases I got on Amazon, and so they will be linked in my Amazon recommended, link in my description. But so when you open up this bigger one, this is the main compartment. I think mostly in here what is probably expired is some of the lip items. So I don't know if I want to like angle you down here or just show you the things. Maybe I'll do some of both. These are definitely old, like old. This is Beauty by Pop Sugar Be the Boss lip gloss. I like these, but I have two. They're old. They're old. They should probably not be in here anymore. Especially with things like gloss, like they go in my mouth and then bacteria just grosses me out. But these are very old. Those go over there. This I think is maybe okay. I think this one's okay. This is a Nude Sticks Lip Glace. G-L-A-C? Glace? Glace? I don't know. I think this is okay. It's a little gloopy, but I think it's a thick gloss anyway. I think this one's okay. This I know is new, but I don't know if I even like it. Should I put it on? No. In what world do I wear this bright pink? No. This is a Physician Formula. Oh, I guess I could mush it out. What does it smell like? It kind of smells like beer, which I don't think that's supposed to. This is the Rosé Kiss All Day. Oh, Rosé. Rosé doesn't smell like beer though, does it? Anyway, I just don't think I wear that. So why do I have it? These are probably old. These are probably very old. This Jelly Glaze lip mask from Tarte is, nah, no thanks. Tower 28 lip gloss. I don't remember liking this actually. Let me try. Very gloopy. Is gloopy a word? Oh, actually this is a pretty gloss. How come I remember not liking this? All right, I don't know how old it is, but that one I'll look up because I don't remember. This is probably old. This Fenty. Yeah, no, this is old. I don't even remember buying that. That's how old that one probably is. And then this one I think is okay. I don't remember buying this either. So, and again, with lip stuff, I'm more likely to throw out because they just, to me, seem like a very easy breeding ground for bacteria. And all of those lip products that I just said, oh, I'm gonna get rid of, I probably haven't even worn in a year. So like, why do I still, you know, like some of them I liked, but like, why do I have them if I'm not wearing them? You know, like I don't like to keep stuff around that I'm really never wearing. So these are the 3 that I'm keeping. I do have a couple in my purse and in my day bag, and I did just buy, literally right before I started recording this, I just bought, let me show you, a couple of these Wet n Wild cat suit things, high shine lipsticks. I haven't tried them yet, but these are gluten-free. Wet n Wild has a couple lipsticks and lip products that are gluten-free, and this is one of them. And so I got 3 of these because I knew, I was like, I think all my lip glosses are like years and years and years old. So I got 3 of these. Hopefully I like them. They were like $5.50 or $5.79 or something like that, but I hope that I like them. But anyway, so these are the 3 that I'm keeping besides that, this Nude Sticks, or 2 Nude Sticks ones, and this Tower 28 one. All of my blushes I think are fine, because I really got into like creamish, liquidy blushes like a year ago, maybe at the most like a year and a half ago, but so these should still be good for now, at least. I know this is good because I just bought this, the Pixie by Petra Subtly Sun-Touched Bronzer. I know that's good. This Almay blush is good. This Mineral Fusion bronzer, I don't use. I don't use it. I keep it, hoping I'll use it, but I just don't use it. This is old, but powders to me are a very different story than liquids. Powders I'll just kind of have until they like, I don't know, fall apart. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you guys like, because I know everyone has such different opinions on expiration dates. Let me know in the comments what your opinion is when it comes to food and or makeup, because some people are really strict with them and some people are like, what? That can of beans expired in 1996? I'll still eat them. You know, I'm curious. Why am I still just putting this on my hands? I haven't worn this in forever. I have not worn that in forever. So why do I have it? I don't know. I have some lip pencils that are okay. I know I have some that are very old. These in particular are probably 3, 4, 5 years old. I don't need those anymore. This one's Pacifica, and then these 2 are ColourPop, and ColourPop doesn't even say that their stuff is gluten-free anymore. They used to when I bought these. They don't anymore. So anyway, I'm gonna get rid of those. All right, almost done. I'm almost done. This Physicians Formula Natural Defense Foundation actually has an expiration date on it, which is cool. January of 2022. So I have a month to use this. And that's probably just for the SPF in it. So, but anyway, so I have that, that's good. I have an Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer that's still in the box. I really like that a lot. This I love, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This and the Anastasia are 2 of my favorite foundations. Like I would repurchase these. This one's fuller coverage. This one's lighter coverage, but just very pretty. And they're both, on me at least, like skin-like kind of finishes. But again, I bought both of these like almost 2 years ago. And I haven't worn foundation in like 6 months, except for a little bit of that Slip Tint by Say, I think. Like, will I wear this in the next 6 months? Probably not. Would I rebuy it if I start wearing makeup like every day again and I start wearing foundation every day again? Yes, I would rebuy this. I love this one. In particular, I would probably rebuy this one first and then rebuy this one, solely because I don't wear full coverage foundation very often. Most of the time, even if I'm like putting on a full face of makeup, most of the time I just put concealer like under my eyes, kind of around my nose and my mouth, and like a little bit like right here. And then that's my foundation. So anyway, I'm gonna get rid of that, which is a little hard, but like I haven't worn it and I'm not going to wear it. So anyway, okay, what else is in here? I think that's beside, oh, I have more lipsticks, but I think all these are good. This Lawless one is a different color. This is platinum. I never wear this one, and the same thing is happening at the top where it's like, I don't know if you can see what's happening, but around the top it's getting bumpy. So I gotta check like if it's safe to just like cut that top off and then use it. But again, this I haven't used in probably a year. So why do I have it? I have it because it's very expensive and because I like it. That's why I've kept all this, because I like them, but I haven't used them. I have a bunch of these little Wet n Wild lipsticks. I do like those. I can keep those. This Nars lipstick I like, and I think is gluten-free. So why haven't I worn this in a while? That's really pretty. I think I'm gonna keep this one out, but can you hear that? I'll bet you guys $3 that this is just not attached anymore. Ready? Cool. Well, is that a sign of anything bad, or is it just a sign that it's been in the car? It has a cool shape on the bottom. It's like a flower. I'm gonna, you know, do my research on this one and decide what I want to do with it. Yeah, and then the Wet n Wild ones are good. And then I have this Bareminerals one that I don't think I wear. Because it's, I think online it's in the color Grace. I think online it looked like a more like nuded pink, like a nude pink, but in person it's a much brighter pink, and I don't usually wear a lot of bright pinks, so I just haven't really worn that. So this one's getting that weird thing too. What's the weird thing that happens around lipstick? Is that normal, or is that like, throw that out? I don't know. I don't wear that. And then yeah, this Lawless Platinum, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Also, I need a baby wipe to get all this stuff off my hands. The last little category in my makeup is like highlighters and stuff. Here's the thing. I have not worn a highlighter, like where you put it right here and it's like shiny. I've not worn a highlighter in a year and a half, I think. I did just place a little order on Sephora, and one of the things I got was like a liquid highlighter by, I think it was by the brand Say, I think. More like a liquid, like illuminator kind of thing. And because I wanted to try that. I just don't gravitate towards like the stark highlight anymore. I used to love it, and so I have a couple highlights. I actually only have 2, but I used to love that, but I just don't gravitate towards it anymore. So I was like, well, maybe I can get like a lit from within glowy kind of illuminator thing. And so I got the liquid one. I think it's actually arriving today. But anyway, so the only 2 highlighters that I actually have are this Dose of Colors Desi X Katie one and the Anastasia Amrezy one. And both of these are really pretty. They both also, I think, were limited edition. And they're powders, and I mean, the expiration date says 12 months. I've had these for probably 3 or 4 years. But I'm still gonna keep them. Don't yell at me. We all have, whatever. All right, so I think that that's pretty good. I got rid of like probably about 15 things so far. It doesn't look much different, but I did get rid of several things. Everything else, like, I do kind of rotate and go through. Actually, this I never use, ever. This is a tiny little Pacifica blush. I never use this. Like, it's a pretty color, but I've probably had this for a few years and I have not used it in at least a year. I kind of go by that rule. I don't know if it's the Art of Tidying Up, that woman, or if it's like the Minimalist, those 2 guys. I don't really know, or if it's just kind of a common rule through minimalist culture. But like, if you haven't used it in like 6 months or a year, depending, obviously, if you haven't used your winter coat in 6 months because it was April through September or something, that's different. But like, if you haven't used something that you could be using, and if it's inexpensive, then get rid of it. Because it's like one of those things, like if you haven't used something but it's an emergency kit, keep it, you know what I mean? But if it's a lip gloss and you haven't used it in 6 months or a year and you don't see yourself using it right now, you know, then maybe consider getting rid of it. Or if it's not used, giving it to someone else or giving it away or something. Just because just having stuff around that we don't use, like, it's just not helpful. But that's why it's even good to go through your stuff every couple months anyway, because you might just forget that you even have something, and then you might get excited and then you might start using it. So, but yeah, really in here, the rest of it is just a couple bronzers that I do kind of rotate in between. I like trying out bronzers. All of these are new enough that I feel okay keeping them. I did get rid of that one. And again, I have a couple of these liquid blushes that I really do like. I have these little, tiny little cute little Ulta. This is Oh My Glow Cream Bronzer, which is really nice. And this is a little multi-stick in Glimmering Guava. So it's more like a blush. This is like a pinky-ish with sparkles, which is fun. I can imagine like being out in the sun and you have like all sparkles on your face. I would like it. Anyway, this is probably done too. This is a little Milk makeup, tiny little thing that is like a blush and lipstick. But again, I have not used this in forever and I don't see myself using it. Another rule that I like to go by when you're going through your stuff and like decluttering is, would you repurchase it now? So like, it's like, oh yeah, I use it because I have it, is very different than yes, I love it, you know? Okay, I just want to show you guys this angle for a couple minutes. So I'm getting a little bit stricter. I think I am gonna get rid of one more bronzer. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin. I just never use this. I never, ever use that. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that as well. And then I'm gonna get rid of this little e.l.f. eyebrow pencil because this is one of those, get out of here. It's like a little bit of a thicker pencil, and I just generally don't use this one. I usually use the really thin ones, or sometimes I'll use the angled ones as well, but I just don't really gravitate towards that. And then I'm gonna get rid of a couple of these cream eyeshadows. 3 are from Nude Sticks and 1 is from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm getting rid of these mostly because they're very old. I do kind of want to start getting into cream eyeshadows again, but these are all like really old. And so I will probably purchase new ones. And honestly, I'll probably not purchase these again. I'll probably purchase some from the drugstore just because they are less expensive. And then I'm also gonna get rid of this Professional primer, the hydrating one. Again, solely because it's very old and I've used it a few times and it was fine, but I do not gravitate towards it. It is probably 2 years old at this point and I just never use it. So I'm just going to get rid of that as well. And then last but not least is this top compartment. And at first I was thinking I was gonna keep all of my eyeshadows, but then I was like, Katie, first of all, I don't even know the last time I wore eyeshadow. Second of all, I know some of these are really old, and since I rarely wear eyeshadow, I don't need like 6 palettes, you know what I mean? So, okay, this Bareminerals Nudes palette I love. But this is very old, very old at this point. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I am gonna keep this Morphe James Charles one, I like that. And then what else is in here? Oh, this ColourPop, that's probably really old at this point too. So we'll get rid of that. And then I do have some mascaras in the boxes, so those are good, and some false eyelashes, which one day maybe I'll wear, so I'm okay keeping those. An extra eyeliner, I'm totally okay keeping all of that. And then I have this Violet Voss Essentials eyeshadow palette. I really hope that you can see. I think it's dark. I'm sorry about that. Like, that's really pretty, right? I don't even know when I got this, but I don't think I've really used it. Like, your expiration date really counts once you start using it, right? And so I don't think I've really ever used this. I think I like swatched that one. And so I think this actually is still good. And I really like these colors. I think that green is really pretty. I think the pinks are pretty. So I will keep that one. Okay, I have one more eyeshadow palette in this little like compartment up here. And this is a little ColourPop one. And this is like a cool toned neutral palette. Again, I think it's dark, I'm so sorry. And this is really pretty, but literally I probably haven't used it in like 2 years. So I just don't think I need it. As obviously I have the space in this makeup case, but I don't like when things are like overflowing, you know what I mean? And especially I obviously don't want to keep anything that I'm not using, like I've mentioned in this video several times. And so even though this is beautiful, I really have not used it. So I'm gonna get rid of that one as well. So I'll get rid of 2 of those palettes and I'll keep this Essentials and that James Charles one. If you want like a more, like a longer proper tour of this makeup case, because I do still like makeup, I don't collect it nearly as much as I used to. That's why most of this is old, because I haven't really purchased as much makeup in the last year. But some of the stuff that seems to be pretty good that I know that I will use, I still like to keep in here, and I do have the space for it. So being a minimalist doesn't mean that you don't own anything. It just means like having stuff that you use and that you love. And so anyway, makeup's done. Hey guys, it might be a little bit of a different angle because this is Katie in the future. It is a few hours later. I was just editing all the footage that I had, and I realized that the video, literally after editing it, would have been about 45 minutes long. And I think that's just a little bit too long of a video. And so I decided to cut it into 2. And so I think that's just where I'm gonna cut it after going through all of my makeup, decluttering some from my day bag and then decluttering even more from this bag. And literally, like, I got back in my car to record this and I found a couple more things that I think I'm gonna get rid of. This Nude Sticks Nudies in the color Bareback. It's more of a blush, and I've had this for like 2 years and I just don't use it. I just don't use it. I have a bunch of cream blushes. I have 1, 2, well, cream and liquid. I have like 5 others, and this is kind of the one that I reach for the least, and so I figured it's probably time to let this one go. And then I also have 3, I don't know why I have 3. I have 3 of these e.l.f. Wow Brows. These are little brow fiber gel things. I have 2 in the color dark brown and 1 in the color neutral brown, but these are just really old and I have not reached for them. So I got rid of a few more things in here. Okay, so I think I'm done decluttering my makeup. And so on this top little compartment, it's not very organized, but it's just a few things up here. I have like eyelashes, mascara, and then these 2 eyeshadow palettes that I'm keeping. Oh, and just to show you this James Charles palette, because I don't think I did earlier. There's just like every color in there. So that one's really handy. And this is the smaller size because they do have 2 sizes. And then in the larger compartments, I have my brushes and some pencils up there and some hair scissors and emery boards and stuff. And then down here, these top 2 compartments and this one on the right only has a few things in them. And then these other 3 are more packed. I love blushes and bronzers, and so I do have a few of each of those. And then this just has an extra foundation and concealer and a little sponge. But yeah, this is the final product for now. I'll probably go through it again in a few months. And again, sometimes every, you know, few weeks or so, I will go through my smaller bag, my smaller makeup bag, and I'll kind of switch some stuff around. So yeah, this is the final product for now. Okay, so this is everything that I'm getting rid of. A bunch of lip products, a few face products, and a couple eyeshadow palettes. There's like 35 or 40 things here. Like, sometimes it's hard to get rid of things, especially when they're expensive or you used to love them, you know, but it still really feels good to get rid of the stuff that you're not using. So if you want to see like the part 2 of this video, I'll probably have it up either later this week or sometime next week, where you can see me decluttering all the extra skincare and hair care and body stuff that I have that I keep in the back. I keep it like right there. So yeah, that video will be up either later this week or next week. And then at the end of that video, you will see everything combined that I got rid of from my makeup and from that other bin. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope that you're subscribed, and I hope that you're following me on Instagram as well. I do more like Instagram stories pretty frequently over there, and so I hope that you're following me over there. It's just Katie Carney. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you guys for like all the well wishes and all the prayers for me while I'm dealing with all of these medical issues. Like, I really appreciate it so much. And also thank you for kind of like dealing with these videos that are a little calmer and, you know, chill. I hope that you guys still enjoy them, because I still want to put out great content for you guys. You know, it's just a little bit harder for me right now with how sick I am, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So thank you again for watching, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.